Okay, good evening. Welcome to Gravitas Foundation, CCL Pune Club, April 2023. We are at day 5, the second eliminator. Parmar All-Stars have already reached the finals. Today we have an eliminator, and the team that wins will play in the final tomorrow with the Parmar All-Stars. We have Sushant Khosla, captain of Balan Super Kings, the team that has picked up form late and had a wonderful, exciting victory yesterday. And we have KD, Kiran Deshmukh, captain of VK Tigers. And they will both be clashing for the spot in the finals. So we'll be doing the toss. After that, we'll get to know the order of play. Tails, Three Lions, head. Okay, so who's going to call? We call. Okay, Sushant will toss the coin. Umpire is here. Here we go. Ready to call? Heads it is. So your call? Bowling? Okay, VK Tigers will bowl first. Balan Super Kings will bat first. So let's have a good eliminator. May the best team win. All the best to VK Tigers. All the best to Punit Balan Super Kings. Okay, live action starts at 7 p.m. You're watching day 5 of Vikram Kakade and Gravitas Foundation sponsored Pune Club CCL April 2023, supported by Elika Appliances, physiotherapy partner Ruby Hospital, and of course ambulance partner Mr. Sagar Dole Patil and Dole Patil Education Society. We'll join you live in a few moments with the action on the field at sharp 7 p.m. See you there and stay with us till the end. Thank you. Cricket chairman is also Mr. Gaurav Gadok, always taking a lot of keen interest in getting the sports events organized and executed in a grand manner. And of course, our cricket committee members, the tournament director, Mr. Sanjay Ladkat, and Mr. committee members, Tushar Aswani, Amit Ramnani, Rishi Chainani, all the wonderful work done by these gentlemen. A big thank you to all the team owners, Manpuri Tuppal, Mr. Punit Balan, Mr. Vikram Kakade, and of course Mr. Hiren Parmar. And of course a big thank you to our players who continue to play with 100% heart, mind, soul, complete passion, commitment, dedication for the love of the game. And they put up exciting cricket matches which people can watch. Even if they are not Pune Club members, we see quality cricket in all aspects, in batting, bowling, fielding, catching, run-outs, stumpings, everything is worth watching. And yesterday's fantastic partnership of 140 runs put up by the young guns, the young Turks, the young dudes of Balan Super Kings, Bhargav Pathak and Zian Tala put up a partnership of 140 and chased a score of 184 put up by Manpreet and Gigi's Jaguars. So sadly now the Jaguars is a team that has bowed out of the competition. Parmar All Stars has won all their matches and already gone into the semi-final or the finals after winning the eliminator against VK Tigers yesterday, beating VK Tigers comfortably with by posting a total of 217, which VK Tigers could not reach, but they still have one more chance today. VK Tigers has beaten Punit Balan Super Kings in the earlier league matches. But again, today is a new day. Today is a different day. And Punit Balan Super Kings as a team that has found form and nick a little late. And they have been top class in their last two matches with 2 victories. Okay, may I request the umpires to kindly proceed. Okay, DJ, thank you. Okay, the umpires are about to enter the field. VK Tigers, please set your field. Balan Super Kings, request your openers to kindly step onto the field, please. Balan Super Kings. Yeah, once again requesting all our players kindly put your valuables in the locker, which is at the pavilion entrance. You'll also get the locks for the locker from Gopal. So please do not keep any of your valuables, mobile phones, wallets, ornaments, any precious belongings. Please do not keep them with you at all at the ground. If you're going to leave them anywhere, if they are on your person, it's a different story. If you keep it on your body, it's a different story. But if you're going for practicing at the nets, doing catching practice, please don't keep your valuables outside anywhere on the ground. Keep them in the lockers that are available at the club, Pune Club Pavilion. Kindly contact the commentary box, and you can contact Gopal for the lock as well. Okay, Super Kings openers. Super Kings openers. Yeah, there's Prashant is there. Calling. I think second one would be, yeah, Khusru's there making his way. Yeah, okay. Prashant and Khusru, you can please enter. There they are, Prashant Rajgaria and Khusru Irani, openers for Punit Balan Super Kings, team that is batting. First are entering onto the field. VK Tigers, the team in blue, winning the toss, deciding to bowl first, has taken position. The second eliminator at the Gravitas Foundation, Pune Club Cricket League, April 2023, the day-night version. The next one will be the day version in October/November. VK Tigers opening today with Saurabh Singh. So normally they start with Priyak Patel. Today the change in the opening bowler. Saurabh Singh, the middle over bowler, is now bowling the first over. Let's see who will come on the other side. They generally have KD, the captain. So it's a pace and spin combination that opens the bowling. Well, starting with the dot ball, then a wide. Another wide, so two wides in that first over. Oh, well, and that's a nick over third man. Outside edge, ballooning over third man for a boundary. A fortunate shot was aimed into the covers, but just getting an edge. Moral victory for the batsman, but the cost of that is 4 boundary. Again, wide down leg side. So that's 3 wides already in this over and 5 runs off the bat. And that is up in the air. But we have Priyak Patel there, a sweeper on the offside fence, making a good contact from the bottom of the bat. Khusro Irani, he's moved on to 5. In comes Prashant Rajgaria. Well, flashes at that one, nowhere near the ball. So end of the first over. Nine for no loss after 1 over. The Punit Balan Super Kings put into bat by Kiran Deshmukh, the captain of VK Tigers. Let's wait and see. He's given the ball to Aryan Gadgil today, so they are changing their bowling order as compared to the earlier matches. Always had Priyak Patel starting from the Pune club and Kiran Deshmukh bowling from the Council Hall end, but today they have switched. A bit of a surprise for the opposition. Saurabh Singh bowling the opening over, then Aryan Gadgil now coming from Council Hall end. To Divyanshu there, a dot ball. That's a beamer. Warning by the umpire to Aryan Gadgil, and of course a free hit. Again a no ball. Ball probably slipping out of his hands. No ball plus 1 run. Probably discussing the issue about the 2 consecutive beamers. But I guess Kiran Deshmukh, the Tigers captain, sportingly. Oh no, it is decided that as per the rules, Aryan Gadgil will not bowl. The 2 beamers that are dangerous deliveries aimed at the bowler's body, full toss. So the loss is that the bowler can't bowl anymore. He got a first warning after the first beamer, then the immediate second ball he bowled again. Well, of course, surely not intentional, you can understand. It's a new ball, probably slipped. So Kiran Deshmukh now coming to replace Aryan Gadgil. Goes into the gap on the leg side. It was short coming onto the pads. A lot of time for Rajgaria to just pull that one for a boundary. The first one for Prashant. Second one for the Super Kings. 16 for no loss. Oh, this time beaten. Playing all across it. Good delivery by KD. And a good line as well. 16. Again, the similar kind of delivery. Playing it across. Beaten. Well, 2 very good feel-good deliveries for the bowler. Well collected behind the wicket, we must say. They've got their regular keeper, Sam Sayyed, now keeping. This time he gets the shot he wanted to play. Plays across off his knees, straight to Priyak Patel. There. So end of that over. After 2 overs, it's 17 for no loss. Punit Balan Super Kings. Decent start for them. Unfortunate for Aryan Gadgir to be moved out of the attack because of the 2 beamers. That's what the law says. And we have to abide for that. Probably that is something that will egg him on now to make up for that loss with his batting today. He'll surely want to contribute in some or the other way. Considerably, that is. He, of course, is a brilliant outfielder. Generally fields at long on, long off, mid on, mid off, and he's fabulous. And he's saved multiple boundaries, saved a numerous amount of runs for his team. As Saurabh Singh continues. A bit of a struggle with his line and length in the first over. Let's see what he does now. Way wide again. Again, trying for a big heave, nowhere close to the ball. A dot ball. Captain KD is standing as the first slip there, hoping for an edge. Oh, straight to the bowler. He cannot hold on to that one. He put his hand in on it. Well, that stung his hands. He could not grasp it. Ball just hitting his palms and falling down. Surely a life there. What a tough catch, all the same. This time up in the air, and taken. Divyanshu Sehgal takes. Well, he did not connect well, got a bottom edge of the bat, and the first wicket of Punit Balan Super Kings falls. On 18, Prashant Rajgaria goes on 6. So Saurabh Singh strikes. This time, just pitching it very nicely. Just a little outside the hitting zone of Prashant Rajgaria. He went for the shot, was trying to play it straight towards long on. And got a bottom outside edge, and that ball ballooned to Divyanshu, who was there at short cover, close-in fielder. So the fielding placement working. The bowling and fielding plan working for VK Tigers, who've tasted first blood, getting their first wicket of Balan Super Kings. And in goes yesterday's match winner and man of the match, Bhargav Pathak. Scored a fabulous 75 yesterday in just 40-odd deliveries, and gave a wonderful last ball victory for his team. It was Zian Talav who hit the last winning runs on the very last ball. They took the match all the way to the wire, all the way to the last ball. A 20-over match. 18 for 1 after 2.3. Super Kings. Well, going to the pitch of it and just tapping it back to the bowler. Well, wind in his sails, Saurabh Singh with a wicket there. So the plan of bringing him to open the bowling has worked. Striking beautifully. And a long chase, and it's a boundary. Beautiful boundary at long off for Bhargav Pathak there, continuing his wonderful form of yesterday. Just showing the straight face of the bat to the ball. A thumping push. And it beat mid-off. No chance for the outfielder. A boundary, the first one for Bhargav. Oh, and that could have been dangerous. Half-hearted appeal for a caught behind. Stepping out very, very early in his innings. The young man, the thing that he has to control his emotions and rush of blood. No need to step out so early in the innings. End of 3 overs, 22 for 1. Bhargav Pathak on 4. Khusro Irani on 6. Prashant Rajgaria has fallen on 6. Individual score. A beautiful boundary by Bhargav with deep extra cover. Is wide. Beautifully punched that ball. Mid-on, mid-off was up. There's a deep extra cover outfield. Fielder beating both of them beautifully. And that's the way he played exactly. Just showing the straight face of the bat. Very rarely he went across the line or played a cross-batted shot. KD continues now. And that is bowled him. Trying to play across, trying to pull it to the leg side. And the second wicket in the reliable Khusro Irani. Second wicket falls of the Punit Balan Super Kings. Well, taking too many risks, and it is not paid off. Trying to play across. The ball was a bit short and it was there to pull, but I guess it stayed low compared to his expectations. Yes, it did stay low. It didn't come at the height that he wanted it to. And that's how he got beaten. Clean bowled. KD gets his first wicket. Balan Super Kings gets his second wicket. Only official players will go on the field, okay? No support staff from any team will go on the field. Kindly take note of that. Only official players जो है वो ground में जाएंगे. Kindly instructions from the umpire. Kindly follow that. So in goes Zian Talab, joining his partner a little early. But they both came together yesterday under similar circumstances. Not so early, of course. But today again they are back under tough circumstances when their team needs them the most. KD continues. Oh, trying to cut off the back foot. He's got a beautiful line going there. Kiran Deshmukh. He's beaten the batsman multiple times. First, Prashant Rajgaria. Now, gently tapped to the leg side for a single. So, for the moment, VK Tigers with their tail up. 2 wickets. Both the openers of the Balan Super Kings back in the pavilion. Oh, appeal for a caught behind. Appeal for a caught behind. Is he given? He is given! What a huge jolt for Punit Balan Super Kings. Bhargav Pathak trying to cut that ball. And getting a faint outside edge, Samir Syed, who's again trusted with the wicket-keeping duties today, doing a fabulous job, and the man of the match of yesterday today departs early, caught behind. Third wicket for Wicket Tigers of the Punit Balan Super Kings batting. Now this means yesterday's winning combination will no longer be there for them anymore. Kiran Deshmukh with 2 wickets, 1.3 overs, 6 runs and 2 wickets, 23 for 3 after 3.4 overs. Samir Syed, fabulous work with the gloves, getting a faint edge and catching it beautifully. In goes Chris Shah, who was not there yesterday. Not available yesterday. Fabulous bowling by KD today. It's 23 for 3 after 4 overs. A beautiful second over by KD. 2 wickets for him. Economy rate of 3.27. Saurabh Singh on the other end also has a wicket. 2 overs, 14 runs. So Zian Talab had a wonderful 50 yesterday. Man in fine nick and form. Beautifully flicked away to the leg side. Boundary there, drifting onto the pads. And he doesn't have a field set for that. So going away from the plan and playing the penalty, the bowler, and a confidence boosting boundary for Zian Talab now. He doesn't have his match winning partner Bhargav Patak today, so but all the same, another capable youngster, Chris Shah. The power play is still going on. 6 overs power play. Good dot delivery. So now this time bang on target. Saurabh. Well, the question now is what will be a healthy score here now? They've lost 3 wickets. Making good contact, but through the legs of Divyanshu. Single for Chris Shah to open his account. Well, of course, the batting is under pressure now, so they'll try to rebuild the inning. So the projected score as of now is 124, but the first thing they will have on their minds, as far as our prediction or guess is concerned, they will look first, try to reach a score of 150. 4.4 overs gone, 29 for 3 is what the score is. Zian Talab facing Saurabh. Mutadu on the deep cover fence, a single, good cracking shot. Single, 30 up, 1 ball to go in the 5th over. So just scoring around 6 runs per over. Again, stepping out. Well, the youngsters need to show some calmness here. Build the innings. Get your eyes in. Don't try to play unconventional shots. End of 5 overs. 30 for 3. Punit Balan Super Kings. Losing the toss and put into bat by VK Tigers. Very vital toss for VK Tigers as they saw the young pair of Bhargav and Zian put up a fabulous match-winning partnership of 150. They didn't want to give them that same platform again. The moment they won the toss, they decided to field first. KD continues. From the council hall end, bowling to Zian Talab in the blue helmet. Chris Shah with the yellow pads. Off his legs. Off the legs, down the leg side. Single by. Yesterday the Tigers tried an experiment of putting Aravan Pillai behind the wickets. They had Sam Sayyed in the field, but they've soon realized that Sam Sayyed is the best bet behind the wickets. And he's proved that as well today. With a beautiful catch behind the stumps. Very good collections, standing up to the stumps. Oh, opportunity missed there. Chris Shah beaten, stepping out, beaten by KD. The ball, Sam just drops the ball in a hurry to stump the wickets. So life again for another batsman there. Single. Denied by the fielder there. So a dot ball. Well, down the leg side. And that's off the bat. The priority right now for the youngsters should be to build an innings. Don't try unconventional shots. And when you know that KD has taken wickets, just give him respect. See his bowling through. Punch off the back foot into the gap beautifully from the point area. A boundary there for Zian Talab. They're dropping it short, KD, and beautifully rocking onto the back foot. Well, the ball coming onto the expected height of the batsman. This didn't happen with Khusru. Khusru rocked back on the back foot. The ball stayed low, but a boundary for Zian now. Oh, flighted delivery, beating Zian Talab. Good comeback by KD. End of 6 overs, 36 for 3. 6 is the scoring rate. Projected score 120. A complete different scenario today for Punit Balan Super Kings. Batting first today. That was different from yesterday. Losing early wickets, particularly Bhargav Pathak. That is different from yesterday. So a new day, a new challenge, a new scenario, and they have to make their way out. These two youngsters are very well capable of doing what Bhargav and Zian did yesterday. Zian is still there, but the new man in the equation is Chris Shah. They have the advantage of the left hand right hand combination. If they keep rotating the strike, they will some or the other way upset the rhythm of the bowling and the fielding unit. That is what they have to keep in mind. Take advantage of the left hand right hand combination. Just tap the ball for singles. A lot of spaces around the wicket. Power play is over now. Yash Shah is the new bowler now. Nice delivery, tempting delivery outside off. Just trying to cut that one. Good bowling, good start by Yash Shah. Another dot ball. Well, they just have to keep the composure. The youngsters, doesn't matter. The Tigers bowling will sooner or later give them the chance. This time he makes contact, but straight to KD at point. Yes, the bowling fielding unit has their tails up. They're striking a good line, good length. So yes, runs are difficult to come by, but patience is the key. Again, just a little wide of point there now. That's a chance for a single. Runs are coming at a premium. Very hard to come by. Tough times. Projected score is now 111. .38 for 3. Last ball in Yash Shah's first over. Aryan Gadgil at long on. End of that fabulous over by Yash, his first one. 1 overs, 3 runs. Just 3 runs in that one is a brilliant over. So, end of 7 overs, 39 for 3. The VK Tigers bowling and fielding unit currently with the slight upper hand. Of course, 13 more overs to go. Bottom edge going through the legs of the keeper, but Yash comes and recovers. And 2 runs, Krish running on the danger end, but manages to reach. Just in the nick of time, I guess. Well, appeal for a leg before, wrapped on the pads, but umpire thinking it's going down the leg side, so not entertaining the appeal. KD is bowled fabulously today. Best bowling performances in the tournament so far for him. This time stepping out. And a youth 6. Youth 6 in the square leg area. Krish has had enough of being tied down and pinned down. This time he reads the ball properly, just steps out and lifts it between square leg and mid wicket for a youth 6. Now tapped off the back foot, Amit Kamath. So it's 48 for 3 now. They're getting closer to their 50. Krish has moved down to 13 of 14 with that beautiful 6, the first 6 of the Super Kings batting. Zian now on 12 of 12 balls. Beautifully reaching out and driving. Beautiful cover drive into the gap there. Over pitch delivery was wide of the stump as well. Fabulous stroke by Zian Talab. A boundary there. 10 runs of big hits in this one. Probably the most expensive of for KD so far. Well, not making contact there. Lucky it was not onto the stumps. End of that over by KD. He's bowled 3.5 overs, 24 runs, 2 wickets. Remember, it's just 3.5 because he replaced Aryan Gadgil, who bowled 2 beamers. So then KD had to come and fill. So end of KD's bowling. Now he won't be bowling anymore. But he should be happy with his performance. Has put in a captain's contribution with the ball. 24 runs, 2 wickets. Just had an economy of just under 6.3. It's 6.26. 52 for 3 after 8 overs. The projected score is now 130. Good delivery right into the block hole. Equally well played by Krish. Sahil Kavade fields. Single. 53 for 3, 8.1. Wrapped on the pads and given. Zian Talab departs today, playing across the line again. One more player playing across the line. And Yash Shah gets his first wicket, fourth of the Balan Super Kings. And the second batsman of the match-winning combination of yesterday is walking back to the pavilion. And let's see who's going inside. Uh, 53 for 4, another big wicket for Wicket Tigers. This time Yash Shah getting the wicket. Cracking straight drive, but straight to long off. Hariman Pillai. So Anmol Limay, the new batsman, coming on to strike and beaten outside off. Single. Quite some time since the last boundary was hit. That was by Chris Shah. Flick down the leg side, a chase for the keeper. It is going towards the boundary, and in comes the Priyak Patel from backward square leg, running all the way to third man. And 2 runs there. 9 overs gone, 59 for 4. The scoring rate is 6.56. Projected score 131. Krishan 15 runs of 17 balls. Anmol Limay of 1 run with 2 balls. Yash with beautiful 2 overs for 8 runs and 1 wicket. Let's see who will come now. Divyanshu Sehgal comes in. Got 3 wickets yesterday. So he's in good nick. Wrapped on the pads, Krish rushing for a single. Rightly so. Anmol responding a little late, but wisely Krish going to the striker's end. He's a set batsman on 15. Off the legs, single. Good stranglehold by VK Tigers. Now we are into the lower middle order of the Punit Balan Super Kings. Anmol Limaye. Oh, beautiful ball. Yorked him just outside. Almost foxed him. With a beautiful delivery, the Divyanshu. Yorker just outside the crease. And this time wide down leg side. And Yash retrieves it. Wide plus one single. Drifting down the legs. Trying to glance that one. A single to Saurabh Singh at point. One ball to go in this one by Divyanshu. Decent over. Good contact made, but straight to the fielder. And they're going back for 2 runs. Very good running at the non-striker's end by Anmol, Krisha. Very good judgment by him going for the second. So end of that over by Divyanshu. 7 runs in the first one, no wicket. End of 10 overs, 67 for 4. So we'll be taking a drinks break. Uh, Drifting down the legs, glancing it down the leg side, a boundary for Anmol Limaye. So a good feeling for the young man to score a boundary. Down the leg, Yash drifting, pitching up and onto the pads. He just glanced it down. Fine. So there's no fine leg there. 71 for 4 after 10.1. This time, beautiful delivery. Beautiful delivery, just short of length and tempting the batsman to drive at it. Dot ball. Another single. Nice shot. Aryan Gadgir is there. Just sensibly just goes back a few steps, waits for the ball to bounce. Well fielded. It was a good stroke, but went straight to the fielder. 73 for 4, 10.4 gone. Single. Score moves on to 75. 74, beg your pardon. Oh, just going over the head of that catching fielder there, Sahil Kavde. Dragging it from the left, from the offside and lifting it over that short mid-wicket catching position there. Well, he played it confidently. He was sure he will get it above the fielder. The trap was set for him, but he broke that trap. End of 11 overs, 78 for 4. 7.09 is our scoring rate. Projected score 142. First stop 150 is what they will definitely try to look for. There's a new pair there. A partnership is taking a shave there, 25 in 16 balls at a brisk pace as well. The chief contributor being Chris Shah, who's now looking very set on 24 of 22 balls. One boundary, 1-6. Well, they need Chris Shah to bat till the last over. Play the balls on merit. Divyanshu Sehgal continues. Conceded 7 in his first over, no wicket. Hit straight back to the bowler. Beaten outside off. It's a cut shot that has beaten the most of the Balan Super Kings batsmen time and again. This time just dug out short of Yorker length and a single. Just good over so far, just 3 runs conceded, 1 run conceded in the 3 balls. And now comes Krish. Full toss and a boundary. Well, drifting in his length. And Krishna also reaching out for that one, converting that full toss outside off and just dragging it beautifully between mid-wicket and the long on fielder for a boundary. This time placing it backward a point, a single. 84 for 4. Krish Shah taking charge of the batting proceedings for Punit Balan Super Kings. And the partnership has moved on to 31 of 21. And beaten, Anmol Limaye, tempted by Divyanshu Sehgal, stepping out, going for a big hit, completely missing the line, the ball pitching and drifting away. Sam Syed doing the rest. Divyanshu Sehgal gets his first wicket for today. The Punit Balan Super Kings lose their 5th wicket. And the partnership I was very highly praising has been broken. In goes Sushant Khosla now to replace Anmol Limaye. End of 12 overs. That is Sushant Khosla, the captain, now going in. He has 8 overs, a considerable number of overs for him to make an impact and post a healthy score. Probably the last of the recognized batsmen of the Balan Super Kings lineup. They do have people who can wield the bat a bit and of course contribute, but those are bowling all-rounders, not batting all-rounders. We have Rosebay Bharda there, probably Aman Parekh is there. But a wicket for Divyanshu after conceding that boundary. So end of 2 overs for Divyanshu, 13 runs, 1 wicket. And Punit Balan Super Kings on 84 for 5 after 12 overs. Yes, come on, let's hurry up. Fielding team, come on, please don't consume much time. They still haven't yet got Priyak Patel. They'll get him sooner or later, who's normally the opening bowler. Yeah, just when I speak of him, he's measuring his run-up. So Priyak Patel comes to bowl in the second half of the bowling innings. The 13th he'll bowl. Probably he'll bowl the 13, 15, 17 and 19. 13, 15, 17 and 19. Priyak Patel, left-arm bowler, bowling to Krish Shah, left-arm batsman. Krish Shah is the only set batsman. 29-24, 2 boundaries, 1-6. Priyak to Krish. First ball of the 13th over. First ball of Priyak Patel's over. Played to long off for a single. You're watching the Gravitas Foundation sponsored Pune Club Club Cricket League April 2023, the day-night version, supported by League Appliances, physiotherapy by Ruby Hall Clinic, ambulance by Dole Patil Education Society. live on YouTube like every major sporting event at Pune Club is. We have the Racket League now coming in the month of May. In the second fortnight, we'll have the auction, and at the end of the month sometime we will have the Racket League going on. Shortish, wonderfully pulled away to square leg for a boundary. Yes. It is there to hit. Short of length, coming onto his pads. All he did was swiveled and just pulled it. No field set for that delivery. It's mostly an offside dominated field. The drift now, they have got someone going there at backward square. The fine leg is moved to that area. So they don't have a fine leg, backward square leg. A very square mid wicket and long on. Big gaps there. Should be a predominantly offside bowling line. Again, this time drifting. And this time hitting it wide of that backward square leg fielder. Two back-to-back boundaries. Priyak Patel drifting down the leg side. Paying the penalty for it. Quick 8 runs and 2 deliveries for Punit Balan Super Kings. More importantly, some meaty, lofty blows for the captain Sushant Khosla. This giving works wonders for the confidence of a new batsman. Just digging out from outside the off. Going on to another single. 94 for 5. We are in the 13th over. Now the projected score has shot up after those flurry of boundaries. 148 is projected score. Left-hander comes in, so change of field setup. Turned away. Short mid-wicket is there. Sushant reaches safely a single. 95 for 5. One more ball to go in Priyak Patel's first over. Divyanshu at the end continues from the other end. Of course, they'll surely continue him because this is the last recognized batting pair. They will try to break this pair before it settles down and takes root. 95 for 5, one ball to go. Single there. On the offside, end of the 13 overs, 96 for 5. Sushant Khosla has done well, 10 runs in 4 balls and 2 boundaries. Krish Shah again anchoring the innings, being the main pole, the pillar of the batting effort of the Balan Super Kings. Probably the highest scorer today, 31 of 26. 2 boundaries, 1-6, looking solid. So he's broken the jinx of getting out in the 20s. He's crossed that today. He's gone to 31. So now let's hope he stays put there till the last over and at least registers his first maiden 50 on the tournament. So 148 is a projected score, 150 surely on the cards. They would definitely want at least around 170 if they can have their way. Divyanshu continues from the Council Hall end, his third over. Buoyed by the wicket in the earlier over. And this time going to the pitch of the ball and a boundary. Beautifully placed. It was full and away from the pads. a lot of room for Sushant Khosla to free his arms. Fabulously pierce the gap there in the cover area with the boundary. 100 up for Punit Balan Super Kings. 100 up after 13.1. Again a similar stroke and a boundary again. Just pitching it in the hitting area. Divyanshu and Sushant Khosla pouncing on it, making mincemeat of those juicy over-pitch deliveries. 2 back-to-back cover drives, back-to-back boundaries. Sushant on 18 of just 6 balls. Well, he'll surely look forward to pull his length back now. Off the back foot now this time. And Saurabh Singh fields. A single for Sushant. Well, immediate effect of those 2 over-pitch delivery was a short pitch delivery there. You can understand the psychology of bowlers. Drifting onto the pads, beautifully pulled away. But there is Saurabh Singh again at the boundary in the square leg area. He's done well in the outfield. A single for Krish. Again gets Sushant back on strike. 106 for 5. And this time towards the long on, single. Hariman Pillai. 1 more ball to go. 107 for 5. Third over of Divyanshu. Last ball. Gently pushing it to long on. Krish being very sensible there. The bowler misses that ball, but no overthrow taken. A sensible batting by Krish. 2 boundaries already scored. No point in risking. End of 14 overs. 108 for 5. You're watching day 5. Second eliminator of the Vikram Kakadi and Gravitas Foundation sponsored Pune Club Cricket League April 2023. Day-night leather ball T20 tournament supported by Alika Appliances, physiotherapy partners Ruby Hall Clinic, and ambulance partners Dholi Patil Education Society. Priyak Patel continues from the club end facing his Krish. And this time drifts on the leg. That's up in the air. Is there a fielder coming? Fielder coming, taken. Krish perishes. Arjun Mutadu. He got the height. He did not get the distance. A 6th wicket fall. A big shock there. Krish was set there. A beautiful, slightly slowish, full toss delivery onto the legs. He dragged it just on from the off stump line, and Mutadu catching it there just wide of backward square leg. Second wicket for the first one actually for Priyak Patel. Each of their bowlers has got a wicket today. Priyak Patel striking on the very first ball of his second over, 108 for 6. So that's another shock for the Punit Balan Super Kings. Just when Sushant and Krish were going very well in a rhythm, wicket falls. You can't blame Krish because that ball was there to hit. They have to try to score that, but the ball placement and probably a little power was insufficient. Great distance covered by Arjun Mutadu and a great catch taken by him. So the fielding unit has been pretty sharp. Rishi Chainani goes in. He can bat well, can play the big strokes as well. We can consider him a proper batsman. Rishi facing his first ball of Priyak Patel. 14.1 overs gone. Cutaway of the back foot past the square leg umpire. Mutadu there at the deep square leg boundary. A single for Rishi to open the account. That brings Khosla on strike. Boundary, welcome one. The more the merrier this time. Sush again hitting it. Fabulous boundary on the leg side. Sush Khosla racing away to 24 of just 9 balls. 5 boundaries for him. $114 for 6. 2 more balls to go in Priyak Patel's over. Rishi facing Priyak. Playing sensibly, Rishi. Well, he'll prefer playing out these 2 deliveries and let Sushant Khosla keep the strike for the next over. A single of the last ball, so that means Rishi will keep the strike for the next over. End of 15 overs, it's 115 for 6. Projected score is 153. Well, they've come a long way. Once, when the quick wickets had fallen, projected score was just about 120. So today, a different scenario, different conditions for Balan Super Kings. They'll try their best to post as much as they can. Remember, any score is dangerous in a knockout match. This is a knockout eliminator, as it is known nowadays. The team that loses just packs the bag. It is a knockout. Any match chasing is a challenge. Divyanshu bowls is fourth over. And that was a full toss. Let's wait and see what the umpire calls. He's not called it. No ball. So single of the full toss. That gets Sushant on strike. Ooh! Mamma mia! Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it a Chinese balloon? No. That's a huge pull shot by Sushant Khosla for a 6. Short ball drifting onto the legs, rocking back. Wonderfully swiveling of his legs, and a huge 6 near the light tower at backward square leg. 122 for 6 now. And that's up in the air, up in the air, up in the air, dropped. Well, it was a very tough catch, frankly speaking. Well, one can appreciate the effort of Aryan Gadgil. He went for it. And the ball just dropping short of it. Or maybe we couldn't call it a chance. Maybe at the best a half chance. Straight to the bowler by Rishi. Played up and just at the feet of Aryan Gadgil. This time he prefers to just stop it. It is flat. So there was no point risking. He would have missed the ball. It would have been a boundary. And pushing it into the offside, but straight to the fielder. A dot ball to end with. Divyanshu finishes his quota of overs. 4 overs, 34 runs and 1 wicket, getting the vital wicket there. .124 for 6 after 16. Sushant Khosla has really blazed away to 32 of just 13 balls with 5 boundaries and 1 6. Rishi Chainani is supporting him well with 4 runs of 6 balls, sensibly rotating the strike with the skipper. Rishi facing now Priyak Patel, bowling is the 3rd over. Beautiful ball, pitching and just darting onto the wickets, coming in. Very sensibly played by Rishi. He had a big backlift going. Was hoping for a hit, but the ball just shot inside towards the wicket. Well played. Drags it from outside off, and fabulous stop, Aryan Gadgil saving a certain boundary there. Brilliant running by the young man. 3 runs saved for sure. Fabulous effort, stopping a short boundary. He's robbed 3 runs from the Punit Balan Super Kings. And a dot ball by Priyag. 125 up. We are in the 17th over. Now the projected score is 152. We're sure the captain Sushant Khosla will take it to least 170 or 165. Placed into the gap for a boundary. Bowled into the pads of the batsman. And off the pads, wonderfully placing it in mid-wicket area for a boundary. 129 for 6. Sushant Khosla on 36 of 15 balls. 6 boundaries and 1 huge 6. And So Rishi Chainani's leg before to Priyak Patel, wicket falling of that last ball. Oh, that's, beg your pardon, it's Sushant Khosla. Big loss. The captain who was going great guns just trapped a leg before by Priyak Patel, and that will make the VK Tigers very, very happy. Missing the ball and just getting wrapped right in front of the stumps. No hesitation for the umpire whatsoever. Priyak Patel with his second over, 2.5, 24 runs, 2 wickets for Priyak. 129 for 7. Well, another vital wicket lost by Punit Balan Super Kings. They have a good bowling attack, of course. Bowlers have to bowl out of their skin today. Roseby goes to face the last ball of Priyag's third over. And that's bowled him. Beautiful incoming delivery. And the ball just darted onto the stumps. Pitched and just shot. 2 wickets, back-to-back wickets. Priyak Patel on a hat trick when he comes to bowl his fourth over. End of this over for Priyak Patel. 3 overs, 24 runs, 3 wickets. So the tactic of getting him to bowl in the bottom 10 overs has worked. They didn't get him for opening today, and today he's come from the 13th over onwards, and he's already got 3 wickets, and most importantly, he got rid of the captain of Balan Super Kings. 129 for 8 after 17 overs. Now it's all up to the remaining tail, but very capable, I must say. Tail-end batsman. Umesh Pillai is very capable, experienced. So is Rishi Chainani. They surely can dispatch the balls for a boundary and a 6. They have that capacity, ability, as well as the experience of having done that before. But the Tigers are happy that they got the established captain out, who was just blazing away. 30-odd runs at 2 runs per ball. He was just hitting and stroking the ball very well. Getting that gentle incoming movement to Priyak Patel very well. Fabulous 2 back-to-back deliveries. Pitching just outside off and just almost Wasim Akram kind of deliveries. Shooting into the wicket at almost a 45-degree angle. Roseby Bharda neither went forward or backward to play that. Clean bowled. Yash Shah continues. He's bowled fabulously. 3 overs, 19 runs, 1 wicket for him. That's his last over. 18th over to be bowled by the VK Tigers bowling. 129 for 8 of Punit Balan Super Kings. This is the second knockout eliminator. The winner goes to the finals and plays Parmar All Stars. A Saurabh on the boundary. The Tigers are roaring now. They are delighted with what their bowling and fielding has done. 130 for 8. Umesh Pillai facing his first ball now off Yash Shah. Played into the off for a single. Rishi, who's been there for a longer time, will now face. Straight to the fielder. A single. The Tigers don't mind that at all. $132 for 8. 15 balls to go. Sahil Kavde. At deep extra cover, single. So surely 150. And using his foot there, yes, Shah. They'll just take a single. End of the 18th, 135 for 8. 12 balls to go. Yeah, come on, let's hurry up with that water break. Come on, people. We have to finish this inning quickly. VK Tigers is a team that has scored 203 while chasing in their first match. It was a daytime match. Yesterday, they scored around 175, 180. Though they didn't reach the target, but they put up a good score. So they will not be perturbed by any kind of a total. The Kings put up on the board, the Super Kings. Again, an incoming delivery, pushed back, and appeal for a leg before. Sorry, run out. Sorry. Taking on the underarm throw of KD. Beaten there. Appeal for a cut behind. The keeper is more interested than the bowler. Getting an up pitch edge, falling safely behind the keeper and a boundary. A fortuitous boundary. Doesn't matter as far as it comes. Getting a vital boundary there, Rishi Chainani. 140 up, 9 more deliveries to go. Rishi on 12. Up in the air, sixer! Straight on to the Pune clubhouse. Roof tiles and a youth 6. That's what I'd said, that he's capable of those big hits. 146 for 8. 8 more deliveries to go. Oh, another huge hit, and that is dropped at the boundary line, sadly. Let's wait and see. Is that a boundary or a 6? Umpire is waiting for the fielder's call, and it's a boundary. Just on the boundary line, good attempt by Aryan Gadgir there, but sadly could not hold on to it. He was right on the fence, 150 up, 150 up, 7 more balls to go. Last ball of this Priyak Patel over. Oh, another boundary. This time pulling it to square leg area. A little short the delivery. Rishi Chenani rocking onto the back foot. Beautiful 3 scoring boundaries. End of Priyak Patel. 43 for 3 in 4 overs. Economy of 10.7. But 3 wickets, important wickets. That is a good statistic to have on the right hand column. Fabulous batting by Rishi Chenani at the depth. 26 runs of 16 balls. 3 boundaries, 1-6. A strike rate of 162.5. Valuable, crucial, desperately needed inning at the bottom. 154 for 8. Let's see who bowls the last over. It is a bit of a misfield at point, a single for Pillai. Very rightly gives a strike to Rishi Chenani. Saurabh Singh bowling the last over, and his fourth. He's also bowled decently. 3.1 overs for 22 runs, 1 wicket. Not getting hold of that, but it falls safely. And a single there. Now that brings Umesh on strike. 3 more balls to go. Can he dispatch that across the fence? Pushed away. Single to Sahil Kavade. And so now 2 more deliveries for Rishi Chenani to face. 157 for 8. Is that a 3 or 2? 3 deliveries. Off the back foot again. Sahil Kavade. A single again. They need a boundary desperately in this one. It's not yet come. Umpire is trying to confirm from the fielder whether it touched or no. I think not. Oh, stepping out and fabulous last over board. No 160 for 8. Wonderful rear end, rear guard action by Rishi Chenani, 28 of 18. And most importantly, Saurabh Singh bowling a brilliant last over, not conceding a boundary at all, just 5 runs in that one, ending with the dot ball. So great job by Saurabh Singh. 160 is a healthy score. And the Wicket Tigers looking at posting 161. The winner goes to the grand final tomorrow. The Gravitas Foundation sponsored Pune Club Cricket League April 2023. Supported by Ali Cup Alliances, physiotherapy partner Ruby Hall Clinic, ambulance partner Dholi Patil Education Society. We will be back with the batting of the Wicket Tigers chasing 161 in 20 overs. See you on the other end. Welcome back, dear viewers, to the second eliminator of the Gravitas Foundation Club Cricket League 2023. VK Tigers winning the toss, putting Punit Balan Super Kings to bat first. A healthy competitive score of 160 for 8, put up in the 20 overs by Punit Balan Super Kings. So VK Tigers opening pair is there. Aryan Gadgar and Rajesh Bansore. Aryan taking strike. Fabulous delivery. First up. Opening the account with that single from Aryan Gadgar. Sushant Khosla is the opening bowler, the captain. Rajesh Bansore comes on strike. Quite an aggressive batsman. Has played consistently well in this tournament. He's the impact player. Jabbed away towards point. Umesh Pillai fields a single. Well, Rajesh Bansode generally plays like a boxer, short arm jab, so you will not see him taking much of a backlift. Just relies on the power of his shoulder and his forearms. Generally tends to jab and push at the ball, plays beautiful flicks. Beautiful teasing delivery. Just looking at it and leaving it. A good leave by Aryan Gadgar there. Preferring to set his sights. 2 runs and 4 balls. 159 are needed in 116 balls. Single and the offside. Anmol Limaya fields. They have a pretty good array of bowlers to choose from. The choices they have, they'll be using Pinakin Marathe as an impact player, so he'll be coming to bowl. Oh, once again, a short arm jab, missing that one. Beautiful teasing, gentle outswinger by Sushant Khosla to end that over. Fabulous first over by Sushant Khosla. 3 runs. No wicket. The target is 161 for VK Tigers. Punit Balan Super Kings has used a bowler as an impact player, and VK Tigers are using a batsman as an impact player. So both the impact players making their entry in this second half. Pinakin Marathe, the bowling impact player. I guess he'll come in when his turn to bowl comes. Rajesh Bansode, the impact player, is already opening the innings. Anmol Limaye will bowl from the Council Hall end. He bowled brilliantly yesterday. beautifully he bowled, got wickets as well. Varied his pace, fast bowls, change of pace, beautiful line outside off. Rarely drifted away from the off stump line, just once or twice. So he put up some of the best figures of his bowling in this tournament. That was yesterday in their victory. Yesterday they were bowling first, today they are bowling second. Defending a total. VK Tigers has, like I told you, good batting depth and good batting experience. Look at that. Fabulous outswinger. Fabulous. Just teasing outside off stump, making the batsman play. Look at that. Wonderful delivery. A nice, easy, fluid run up. Tall and very lean, lithe figure, almost like Glenn McGrath. Probably. Oh, beautifully beating the batsman there. Getting a leading edge, going to the boundary. Unfortunate for the bowler. He had beaten the batsman. Playing across the line, getting a leading edge, and that's the first boundary of the VK Tigers. A moral victory for the bowler, but at a cost of 4 runs. And the batsman will just ignore that leading edge and gloat about the 4 runs. This time again stepping out, fiddling with it outside off. Ball was surely inside the wide mark, so no question of giving a wide. Particularly when the batsman steps out of the crease, then the umpire have different yardstick for calling a wide. So bowling well. And dropped. They had a slip for that. Zian Talab, the ball coming onto his chest and dropped it. Perfectly well worked plan, and sadly alive. I mean, happily alive for Aryan Gadgil. Sadly, a drop catch for Punit Balan Super Kings. Beautifully working that. There was a trap laid. They got the victim in the net, but hard luck, bad luck. Again, Apesh and falling short of the fielder. So you can make out how beautifully Anmol Lime is bowling. Sadly, fortune is not on his side temporarily. But of course, and bowled him! Stepping out, showing his leg stumps. Trying to flick it onto the offside. And clean bowled behind his legs, Aryan Gadgil by Anmol Limaye. This time he stepped outside the off stump, exposed his leg stumps. And that is the area that Anmol Limaye bowled. Knocking the timber of Aryan Gadgil, so he could not capitalize much on the dropped catch. And the happiest man on the field will be Zian Talab, who dropped the catch. 9 runs for 1 wicket after 2 overs. So, good feeling for the Punit Balan Super Kings. But of course, this is a similar circumstances that the Balan Super Kings batting lineup went through. They also lost early wickets. And the Tigers, of course, have to rebuild their innings. It has happened to the opposition. And of course, they're a team that has scored 200 plus in the first match to win it. So they have confidence on their batting. And then comes their captain, KD, who bowled brilliantly with the ball, scored a couple of wickets. Is a consistent wicket taker. Fabulous delivery by Anmol Limaye, knocking out Aryan Gadgir on his very last ball. 2 overs, 9 for 1. Sushant bowling to KD. Just pushing it off the back foot and a very quick single stolen there. So a wicket at the start is something that slows down the scoring rate. Anyway, the power play is going on. The fielders are inside, so batsmen have the opportunity to go over the infield. Everything is at stake in this one. Again, a nice delivery outside off. Dot ball. The fielding is very chirpy. All of them are encouraging each other. Even a lot of cheering from outside the dugout, outside the field. Up in the air, up in the air. No man is there. A boundary. One bounce. And like I said, making use of the power play. And KD there, just stepping out and lifting that ball over the bowler's head. Being a power play, they've kept all the fielders inside, and now this time long off goes out, mid off goes to long off. But a boundary all the same to break the shackles for the VK Tigers. 14 for 1 after 2.3. This time, appeal for caught behind. Huge appeal. The wicket keeper is extremely convinced. So is short mid wicket. So is third man. So is square leg. But the bowler was not very insistent as the other fielders. So an appeal turned down. A good comeback by Sush after conceding that boundary. Driven straight and oh, that could have been a tricky situation had Zian Talab picked that up and thrown it to the keeper. But they went for it. Flicked to short mid wicket, a single. And end of 3 overs, 16 for 1. Well, yesterday was a day of butterfingers. Many catches were dropped yesterday, particularly by the Jaguars fielding unit. Will it be the same today? Catches win matches. And even the fielding, they have to choke the doubles, put pressure on the batsman, charge on the ball. Right now, a very explosive batting pair for the VK Tigers on the crease. Rajesh Bansode on 4, He's on strike, facing Anmol Limay's first ball of the second over. Wicket for him in the early over. Again beating him, trying to flick that one. Just squared the batsman out. Wonderful delivery. Squared him up. Fabulous delivery. Just leaving the batsman clueless. That is a hallmark of all the early overs. All opening batsmen are used to these kind of moments. They prefer to ignore it. They do get beaten time and again. They don't let it weigh on their mind. Idea is to ignore and focus on the next ball. 16 for 1 after 3.1. This time getting a touch on it. And the throw is very, very wide of the wicket. Have to be careful of conceding overthrows. But a daring run there and taken. They are taking on the fielders, Bansode and Deshmukh, converting the half chances into singles. .144 runs needed and 100 balls. This time is getting an under edge. Ball goes to Roseway at square leg. Single. Bansode on strike now. 18 for 1. A fair amount of control on the proceedings by the Punit Balan Super Kings bowling and fielding unit. But the Tigers batting are holding their ground. Well, the ball did jump up in the air, but was very far away from the bowler. But a good line and length being bowled by the Punit Balan Super Kings bowlers. Displaying a fair amount of patience of the Tigers batsmen. They're soaking in the pressure and waiting for their moment. And just pushed away Umesh Fields onto the offside for a single. .142 needed in 97. Current run rate is 4.96. The asking rate is 8.78 per over, which frankly is not a threatening demand. This time drifting downside, down the leg side. Well, he'd be happy to concede the wide rather than having KD connect with that one. If that would have connected of KD's bat, then would have gone a long distance, because all Indian batsmen are absolutely wonderful off their pads. That is proven internationally, like Sunil Gavaskar says. Bowling on the pads is bread and butter for Indian batsmen. First, a wide. Pushed in to the leg area. Rose Bay Fields, a single. They've kept a decent lid on the flow of boundaries. They have made the Tigers work hard for their boundaries. But very good patient innings being built there by Rajesh Bansode, Kiran Deshmukh, absorbing the pressure. the Super Kings. That one wicket has really given them wings again. That drop catch did really dampen their spirits momentarily, but Anmol Limaye coming back after a few deliveries and then knocking out the same batsman. Much to the relief of Zian Talab, who had dropped him earlier. So Sush continues. He'll be bowling his third and the fifth of his team's inning. Single to Anmol. 22 for 1. 4.1 gone. Match is currently going at a pedestrian pace. Okay. Looked a bit dicey for a few moments, but felt safe in front of the bowler. Huge appeal, huge appeal. Let's wait if there's a bat in that or it's off the legs. It is off the bat, which is why I guess the umpire didn't entertain that appeal. The bowler thinking it hit him in front of the wickets. 5.11 current rate of scoring. And straight to the bowler. Well, he does well to just absorb that hit of that ball. The ball ricochets off him. Single in the process. The only thing a bowler has to be careful when he fields in his follow through is not to hurt his hand, particularly the bowling hand. And that's up in the air. Just surprised by that ball just rising up a little unexpectedly for Bansode. Lucky there. It fell very far from Sushant. So right now a game of cat and mouse currently going on. Both the teams patiently doing their respective jobs. Up in the air, and again one bounce to Zian Talab. And KD was sent back, I guess. End of 5 overs. 24 for 1 after 5 overs. So 137 runs needed in 90 balls. The required rate is 9.13. 137 in 90 balls. Overall good contributions all across the batting lineup for the Punit Balan Super Kings. Captain Sushant with the Kami of 30, Krish Shah with the 30 plus. Rishi Chainani fabulous at the death. Anmol continues his third over from the council all end. It's Bansode batting. This time the ball stays low. It's KD on strike, beg your pardon. Nice delivery to start with in this over. The most fortunate thing in this tournament is there is no dew in the evenings. Stepping out and cracking boundary into the cover area. Sooner or later, Kiran Deshmukh was going to take that step outside the crease to relieve the pressure. The noose was tightening, too many singles and dot balls happening. Had to take the risk since the power play is going. Stepping out and hitting that into the covers area for a boundary. This time pulled away to the leg side. Fielder comes, single, brings Bansode on strike. Well, that's a proper use of power play. Once in a while, when you're confident, just step out, put the ball into the gaps. The fielders are up. The last over of power play is going on. After this, the field will spread out. 6 overs power play, the first 6. Fiddling with that backward point, Chris Shah. A single there. Just jabbing at it. But vitally taking a single there. Drifting down leg, a ball going up in the air, and I think that looks like a huge. Is that a boundary or a 6? Let's wait for the fielder to confirm. Fielder is waiting for the umpire is waiting for the fielder's call, and that's a boundary. The ball was drifting down the leg side. He tried to just push it onto the leg side, getting a leading edge. Ball ballooning over a fine leg for a boundary. 2 good boundaries in that one. 6th over, the last over of the power play. 34 for 1, a last ball to be bowled. Is that a 6? Because first he signaled a boundary, we'll wait. It's a boundary. And so 35 for 1 after 6 overs. 126 runs needed in 84 balls. Rajesh Bansode unusually scoring less than run a ball, and normally he is aggressive, but probably today. Horses for courses, he's decided to play the support function today and let KD do most of the hitting, which he is doing in his own way. He's on 19 of 13 with 3 boundaries. Kiran Deshmukh, Rajesh Bansode 8 runs of 14, and let's wait and see. Zian Talab comes to bowl now. His first. So both Anmol and Sushant have bowled 3 each. So I guess we'll have a change of bowling on both the ends. The first Zian Talab from the Pune club end. He got a wicket as well yesterday, if I am not wrong. Zian Talab. The third man is taken a lot finer. That's lofted into the air in the no man's land, backward a point, and that's a boundary. Beautifully reaching out and just wonderfully hitting on the up to backward a point for a boundary. Well, drifting outside off stumps, Zion there, pitching up as well. KD just reaching out and just playing it through it deliberately with an uppercut. So getting an upper edge in that drive that took the ball into no man's land. So I guess now they have a backward point there. A few adjustments here and there. Oh, that's a misfield and a boundary. Two back-to-back boundaries there to welcome Zian Talab. And that's bowled him. Played all over it. Zian Talab gets his revenge for the two boundaries. Beautiful ball just dipped at the legs of Kiran Deshmukh. Completely beat him, playing across the line and paid the penalty. Looping delivery, annoyed with himself. The dangerous Kiran Deshmukh goes 43 for 2. Zian Talab gets a wicket. 43 for 2 in 6.3 overs. White ball. But the most valuable wicket that the Punit Balan Super Kings wanted is in their bag. That of Kiran Deshmukh. Haraman Pillai, the new batsman in. Gets off the mark. A good dot ball to end that over with. End of 7 overs, 46 for 2, 115 runs needed in 78 balls. The required rate is not very high or impending. It is just 8.85. Current rate of scoring is 6.57 per over. Asking rate is 8.85 per over. Haraman Pillai and Rajesh Bansode batting there. They have some good batsmen down the line. And when Parekh comes to bowl, they have good batsmen. If you talk of hitters, Divyanshu Sehgal, Mutadu. They have good steady players like Sam Sayyed. Hitters like Amit Kamath. Of course, Priyak Patel, who can bat very well down the order. Aman Parekh, first over of his from the Council Hall end, bowling the 8th for Punit Balan Super Kings. Beating him outside off. Trying to cut that. The cut shot has been the bane of all the batsmen from both the teams today. Time and again beating. This time flicked off to the leg side. The flick is one of the favorite shots of Rajesh Bansode. Well, but he's an unassuming kind of a player. He looks like he's playing kind of slowly and sedately now. But all of a sudden he can get into that top gear and attacking mode. For now, it's 114 runs needed in 76 balls. That's down the leg side. Rajesh Bansode is sent back by Ariman. White ball. Obvious wide down the leg side. Single to Zian. And that's up in the air and a youth 6. Bansode now getting into the act. And 50 up for Wicket Tigers. 50 up. 55 for 2 after 7.5. Bowling into the hitting zone and straight onto the bat of Rajesh Bansode, who just simply played through the line, lifted it over the umpire's head for a beautiful six. Flicked away now. This time onto the leg side. Single, very good batting, a huge six, then taking a single. 8 overs gone, 56 for 2. Amin Parekh conceding 10 in that over. It was a good one until that 6 was conceded. Tush. Ninth over to begin. Chris Shah brought onto the attack now in place of Zian Talab. Left arm spin bowler. He contributed 30 plus with the bat. Let's see what he can do with the ball. 105 needed in 72. Single to Amin Parekh, 58 now. Very good single taken. Very good single. 58 now. Wrapped on the pads. Pushed too long off for a single. Well, a good thing is that they are rotating the strike. Oh, there is a chance there, and a life for Rajesh Bansode. Stepped out of the crease. The keeper completely missing that ball. Opportunity of a stumping gone, and what's worse, a boundary conceded. Unfortunate for the bowler. Very fortunate for the batsman. But of course, even the Tigers missed a few chances when they were bowling and fielding. End of 9 overs. Chris Shah conceding 3 runs of the bat and 4 runs wide, probably buys. End of 9, 64 for 2. 97 runs needed in 66 balls. That is 97 in 11 overs. In comes Pinakin Marathi, the impact player for Punit Balan Super Kings. You're watching Eliminator 2 at the Gravitas Foundation Club Cricket League 2023 at the Pune Club grounds. Sponsored by Vikram Kakade's Gravitas Foundation, supported by Alika Appliances, physiotherapy by Ruby Hall Clinic, and ambulance partner Doli Patil Education Society. So Parmar All Stars is an unbeaten team that is already qualified for the finals that will happen tomorrow. The winner of this match will play the final tomorrow against Parmar All Stars. Pinakin Marathe bowling. And punched off the back foot. Bowls the leg stump, leggy action, but more of a googly bowler. Converted to a full toss, and sadly a boundary. Use of the foot, drifting in line and length, going on the leg stump as well, just pushing it towards square leg. Both two fielders in that area can't do much, and a boundary for Rajesh Bansode. He moves on to 22. He's slowly started accelerating. Played a very sensible inning at one end, has kept one end tied up and secure. Again a single. 71 now. Okay, now it's 71 actually. Getting the singles regularly now in this over. And that is wide of the off stump, but played away into the offside area. Another single. A lot of lemonade is there at the pavilion. Players, spectators, you can partake of it, please. Lots of chilled lemonade at the pavilion. End of 10 overs, 72 for 2. Current run rate of 7.20, required run rate of 8.9. They've got 8 more wickets down the line, so the initiative is with Punit Balan Super Kings. They are the team that has to strive much more to win this match, because the VK Tigers, frankly, 8.90 is not a very tough, challenging, demanding, impending, undoable asking rate. It is easily possible with singles and doubles and odd boundary here and there. The initiative squarely lies with the Punit Balan Super Kings, who have the ball in their court, figuratively speaking. I have to try out some innovations, some experiments, some out-of-the-box maneuvers. The partnership is taking hold at 29 runs of 21 balls. The first priority of the Super Kings would be to break this. And a lot of firepower still in the tent. In Divyanshu Sehgal, Amit Kamath, Mutadu. Steady players like Sam Syed. Oh, and that one, he took it on the chest. Physio, madam, the bowler is hit on the chest. It's on the right side, the impact that straight away hit his chest. Quite a bit of pain he's experiencing. Our physios from Ruby Hall Clinic. Dr. Srushti has rushed on to the pitch and attending the fielder, the bowler come fielder. Please carry some water or anything required there. Someone from the dugout can go there. We've had a very exciting, exhilarating, thrilling tournament so far. Every tournament, major tournament of Pune Club is telecast live on YouTube. A fabulous a 5-camera online broadcasting setup by Pratham Sports Network. Fabulous coverage with the facility for third umpire review for runouts and stumpings. And all the matches have been absolutely exciting and thrilling. The tournament started with a bang with Manpreet and Gigi's Jaguars, the team batting first, scoring 202. And I think Chris Shah, the fielder come bowler, has recovered from that pain. It is a stinging blow on his chest. Well, it's only for these few moments that we need physiotherapy experts and professionally qualified specialists. We are fortunate to have them. Support from our physiotherapy partner, Ruby Hall Clinic. So Chris Shah is back on his feet. 72 for 2 after 72 for 2, 10.2 gone. Off the back foot, straight to point and a single. Well, they have to put pressure on these singles. They're taking singles even if the ball goes straight to the fielder. Put pressure on the batting. Why just freezing those singles if possible. The Tigers doing well so far. Nice looping delivery, but beautifully handled. Straight to Bhargav at long on for a single. 9.32 is the asking rate per over. And drifting outside off, and that's a boundary. Full toss ball, lot of width on the ball. All the time in the world to place that one for Rajesh Bansode and sending it for a boundary in the extra cover fence. He's moved on to 29 of 31 balls. It's his second boundary. He's already had a 6. 2 boundaries, 1 ball to go in this over. Drifting on that delivery. It was a good one so far. Pushed into the long on area. Single to end that over. 79 for 2. 10 runs conceded by Chris Shah in his first over. 11 overs gone, 79 for 2. Rajesh Bansode is now holding the innings together for the VK Tigers after the loss of Kiran Deshmukh and Aryan Gadgil early today. Two of their prolific batsmen who generally contribute fairly regularly and consistently. Got out today, a beautiful delivery by Zian Talab to get rid of Kiran Deshmukh. Similarly, Anmol Limaye knocking out the stumps of Aryan Gadgidu, exposed his middle and leg stump, and Anmol Limaye hit the target. But after that, it's been solid partnership of 36 for 27 between Rajesh Bansode and Aryaman Pillai. Pinakin Marathi continues. That is an uppish edge. Well fielded by Khosru. Third man, a single. 80 up, 80 for 2 after 11.1. A wicket is what the Super Kings need. And pulled off the back foot to long on for a single. And Wicket Tigers will just want this partnership to continue. In search of a wicket desperately are Punit Balan Super Kings. 9 point. And cut away beautifully off the back foot. Getting hand to it is Rosbe Bharda. And Anmol comes and does the cleaning up. Change of gloves for Aryaman Pillai. In the summer, conditions can get very sweaty and sticky. A lot of sweat generated in the gloves, underneath the pads, in the helmets. And those are compulsory. Helmets are compulsory in this tournament. Zayan Parwani being the 11th man and the water boy, doing it with happiness and pride of the young man. Off the back foot, punched away into the covers, a misfield and a boundary. There's a third or the fourth boundary the Super Kings have conceded through a misfield. Ball just going through the gates of the fielder. They have to bend down and put one knee on the ground. That is a correct posture. They are just bending with both knees, which is absolutely incorrect, which is why they've conceded 3 to 4 boundaries through a misfield. Nice delivery, was pitched very well up, but well dug out. The Super Kings fielding was much sharper yesterday. They have to rise up to those standards which they had set up yesterday. Tigers in the meantime are just cruising. They're in full control. There's no trouble whatsoever, no discomfort, no threats. And they're just inching away over by over, ball by ball, towards that target of 161, which seems getting very much closer and closer. 88 for 2, 2 fat ladies on the scoreboard. 12 overs gone. 73 runs needed in 8 overs. That is 48 balls. Current run rate of 7.33, required run rate of 9.13. So you can imagine how well the VK Tigers bowling unit is bowled to keep the Super Kings restricted for 160. Frankly speaking, except for the 185 scored yesterday, or rather 189 was the score, or 88 yesterday, Super Kings haven't scored big totals in this tournament. Khusro Irani comes to bowl from the Pune Club end, bowling the 13th over of his team. for the Punit Balan Super Kings. Rajesh Bansode on 33 of 35. Aryaman Pillai on 13 of 12. Let's see what the change of bowling does for the fielding team. Going to the pitch of the ball and just chopping that towards backward point for a single. The singles are coming very, very easy. Singles are coming unchallenged. That is what is keeping the scoreboard ticking. Cruise control mode for VK Tigers so far. This time a bit wide, but pushed away to the point area. It's going to the boundary. In comes Chris Shah in the frame. 2 runs taken there. Well, the outfield is quiet. The normal cheering by the Super Kings dugout and their field is not there today. Again, easy single, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So match desperately needs an eventful moment. Otherwise, it's same old, same old. A dot ball. Wide outside off and again a misfield and a boundary. Ball tipping the outstretched fingers of the fielder there at long off. Very, very painful for the bowler to concede a boundary like that. Another boundary with a misfield, probably the 5th or 6th one. 96 for 2, 1 ball to go in Khusru's first over. Was a good one so far before the boundary was conceded. This time playing over the ball, ball going underneath. End of 13 overs, 96 for 2. Bansode going strong on 38 of 39. Aryaman Pillai playing a very good sheet anchor role of 16 of 14 balls. Khusru Irani with a decent over of 1 for 8, except for that misfield. He bowled a fabulous over. Pinakin on the other end has bowled 2 overs for 17. What will Sushant Khosla do now? Let's see. He's getting Chris Shah from the other end. He's changing the end of Chris Shah. He's getting him from the council hall end now. So let's see how Chris works from the other end. 9.5 is the asking rate, which is nothing in the last 7-8 overs. 7 overs to be bowled. 42 balls to go. Wide down the leg side. And is that a wicket? Yes, it's a wicket. Chris Shah strikes. We thought it was a bum ball. Getting a bottom edge. and lunging onto that ball, Chris Shah, and grabbing it by one hand. So the set batsman, Rajesh Bansode, is out. The breakthrough that the Balan Super Kings needed desperately is here. Courtesy cotton bowled Chris Shah, Rajesh Bansode. He's gone for a solid 38 of 40 balls, a very valuable, crucial inning played by him. He just got the toe end of the ball. He's normally playing the short arm jabs. You can see, so he just pushed that one. Went into the follow through and he jumped, lunged and caught that very well. Chris Shah getting his first wicket, breaking that partnership of around 30 to 40 runs. A fabulous partnership broken. And in goes Sahil Kavde, a man who's capable of very big, lofty hits. Sorry, I forgot to mention him earlier in my commentary. And that's a beautiful delivery outside off. Teasingly wide, but inside the wide mark. Single there. Sahil gets off. Is that? Yes, Sahil gets off the mark. 99 for 3, one short of 100. Pushed into the short cover area. Sushant Khosla fields 100 up for VK Tigers after 13.5 overs. 100 up. Off the back foot, into the air and into the cover area for a boundary. Short and wide, going onto the back foot. Sahil Kavde and just lofted cut shot towards the covers area for a boundary. That's 104 for 3. End of 14 overs, 57 runs needed in 36 balls. Asking rate is 9.50. Khosrow continues from the Pune club end. Well, just like a rickety machines, loose screws and bolts have to be tightened. The Balan Super Kings fielding machine needs to tighten their nuts and bolts. Straight to Khusro with the dot ball there. Flicked off the legs, Pinakin fields. Single, 52 in 32 balls. Fabulous fielding effort and his follow through by Khusru. Ends his second over for 13 runs. Fabulous over. Just 4 or 5 conceded in that one. That too for a fielding mistake. So very good bowling by Khusru. 2 overs, 13 runs. Deserves a wicket but hasn't got one. Chris Shah, 3 overs, 18 runs for 1 wicket. But Wicket Tigers are in complete control. Even though they have lost the wicket of Rajesh Bansode, they have capable batsmen down. They still have Amit Kamat to come, have Mutadu to come, Samir Sayyed. People who are absolutely capable of scoring 52 runs in 30 balls, and not to forget Sahil Kavde and Aryaman Pillai on strike. Aryaman on 22 of 18 balls, 1 boundary. Sahil Kavde 6 of 7 balls, 1 boundary. Aryaman facing Chris Shah, his last over. That's up in the air, and that's maximum. Huge 6 for Aryaman Pillai. Going to the pitch with the ball and just playing through the line on the up. Huge 6 over long off. Or between long off and long on. Straight over the bowler's head, the umpire's head. And pulled away for a boundary. 2 backward square leg. Automatically the bowler adjusts his length if he's taken for a 6. And he bowled a short one which Aryaman was really waiting for. Short onto the pads, pulling it for a boundary. 119 for 3. 42 runs needed in 28 balls. Another one in the same area. Another 6. 2 sixes and a boundary. 16 runs in 3 balls. Aryaman Pillai is planning to finish this well before the 20th over. 36 runs needed in 27 balls. Oh, okay. Suddenly, the target just seems absolutely comfortable. Required rate is just 8.08. 35 runs needed in 26 balls. Straight, but this time to Zian Talab, a single. Aryaman on strike. He has one more delivery to face. Will he try to go for a big one again? Shot now. Cut away onto the offside. Anmol Limaya fields a single of the last ball of the 16th over. Araman has raced away to 40 of 23 balls, 2 boundaries, 2 sixes. End of the 16th over. 33 runs needed in 24 balls. That is in 4 overs. 33 in 4 overs. Required rate of 8.25. And the Punit Balan Super Kings are looking for a miracle to happen on its own. A lot of lemonade remaining in the can outside the pavilion. People, you can come and enjoy it. Single stepping out, hitting it to long off. Haraman moves on to 41. Sahil Kavde now facing Khusru in his third over. On drive, single, 131 for 3 after 16.3. 30 runs and 21 balls needed now. Well, trying to hit that one. Not a clean contact, just a single. Oh, bad throw. Oh my God. Luckily, the batsman was wearing a helmet there. It's not yet over till the last run is scored, of course. You never know. Anything can happen. A glorious game of uncertainties is equal to cricket. Oh, short pitch ball off the back foot, pulled away, boundary. Aryaman races on to 46 of 26 balls, 4 short of his 50, 25 runs needed, 19s. So there are plenty runs to be made for Aryaman to get his 50. And that's high and handsome, and a youth 6. Over the bowler's head. 50 up for Aryaman Pillai. 52, 27 balls, 3 fours, 3 sixes. 50 up. 142 for 3 after 17, 19 runs and 18 balls, just about a run per ball needed. Aryaman Pillai just giving serious instructions to what Sahil Kavde has to do and what he should not do. Well, they already have one hand on the door of the final match, and the other hand will just open that door, but still 19 runs to be scored. In comes Out comes Zayan Parvani with the captain's message probably. 19 needed and 18 balls. Kavade on strike. Anmol Limaye bowling from, he's bowling his last. I am pretty sure, yes, he'll bowl his last. Maybe Sushant will bowl the 18th, 19th. Wonder who'll bowl the last one. If that is needed, that is. Anmol Limaye bowling his last over from the council hall end. 19 runs needed in 18 balls. Nice delivery, beautiful delivery. Pitching and going away from the right-hander. Oh, very good use of the feet by Chainani. What a beautiful flick of the hips. Boundary. It was an express delivery, just drifting down the leg side. Just flicking it off his hips. Sahil Kavade. Boundary there. 15 runs in 15 balls now. Perfect run ball needed. That ball should have been on to the wickets, but drifting down the leg side. And Sahil Kavade helping himself, just glancing it off his hips. A boundary at fine leg. Off the back foot, lifting it in the air, boundary at point. Short and low. And outside off. Took his back leg outside the crease. And fabulously hitting it into the point area for a boundary. 10 runs. Suddenly Sahil Kavade exploding. 11 needed in 14 balls. And this time it's up in the air, up in the air, up in the air. And it is dropped. Both the fielders coming on it. Sadly, and that is dropped. Would have been a saving grace for the bowler to get a wicket, but Sahil Kavade survives, and that brings Aryaman Pillai on strike. 10 runs needed in 13 balls. Taps it gently to keep the strike in the next over. End of the 18th over. 9 runs needed in 12 balls. Parmar All Stars have already reached the final of this Gravitas Foundation Club Cricket League 2023 day and night edition, sponsored by Vikram Kakade's Gravitas Foundation, supported by Alika Appliances and physiotherapy partner Ruby Hall Clinic, ambulance partner Sagar Dole Patel Education Society. Parmar All Stars is a team that has won all their 4 matches and gone to the finals. Aryaman Pillai taking the strike and the responsibility of scoring the remaining 9 runs in 12 balls for his team's victory and march into the finals. Roseway is the new bowler, starts with a wide. So now 8 runs needed in 12 balls. Beautiful delivery, beating him outside off. Well played, well kept by Rishi Chainani, who's played in spite of severe injuries. You can see he's not moving freely, but he's batted with all his heart. He's kept the wicket with all his heart. Well, we send our salute to Rishi Chainani. Taps it into the leg side area. Single there. Bhargav fields 7 runs in 10 balls. Tomorrow is the final. White ball. Sahil Kavde going for a heave, a premeditated shot. Nowhere close to the ball. They can afford this kind of flamboyance now. 6 runs in 10 balls. Again stepping out, he's trying to go for the glory and hit the winning runs or maybe a 6. Frankly, that honor, if it goes to Aryaman, it will be befitting because he scored 54. He's pulled his team from the tough times and dragged it onto the finish line. All they have to do is now cross the wire. Getting a bottom edge of the bat and a boundary. So now just 2 runs needed in 8 balls. Tush, we need someone to give the man of the match, please, immediately after this. Wide down the leg side, scores a level. Yes, and that's 2 runs, victory for VK Tigers. Aryaman Pillai, fabulous contribution of 54 of 30 balls, 3 boundaries, 3 sixes. Sahil Kavde supporting well, 22 runs, 17 balls, 4 boundaries. And for the 3rd time in this tournament, VK Tigers will get a chance to play Parmar All Stars. Twice they've lost to Parmar All Stars. Now let's wait and see if they can get 3rd time lucky, 3rd time victorious, or 3rd time unlucky. Only tomorrow will tell that. But congratulations, many congratulations to Vikram Kakade, VK Tigers, Kiran Deshmukh, the captain, for their victory, and we wish them all the best for the finals tomorrow. Parmar All Stars has beaten VK Tigers twice. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Commiserations to Punit Balan Super Kings. Losing the toss was a very disheartening thing for them. I personally think that they never really put their best foot forward after having lost the toss, but all the same, it's curtains now for their tournament. Well played. And many congratulations to VK Tigers. All the best for the final tomorrow. I request... and 27 runs. Calling Kiran Deshmukh for the man of the match award, please. Trophy लिया क्या? Kiran Deshmukh for the man of the match award. Final at? Tomorrow the final starts at 5 p.m. Kindly take note of that. Final starts at 5. Calling Kiran Deshmukh to receive the man of the match award. Mr. Raju Pardesi, a senior member, to give away the award. Mr. Nagesh Shetty, one more of a senior member. I have never said you're senior in age. Your membership is senior. Okay, folks, congratulations to VK Tigers. Let's give them a big round of applause. 27 runs in 16 balls and 2 wickets. And a captain's knock by Kiran Deshmukh for VK Tigers makes him the man of the match. But well played, Ariman Pillai as well. To give the award, Mr. Nagesh Shetty and Mr. Raju Pardesi are very young at heart senior members. Hard luck and commiserations to Punit Balan Super Kings. You guys played well. So all the best for the finals tomorrow to VK Tigers. Thank you, Raju. Thank you, Nagesh. So tomorrow, a grand final between Parmar All Stars and VK Tigers. We start the match at 5 p.m. sharp. Thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. with the grand final of the Vikram Kakade and Gravitas Foundation Pune Club Cricket League April 2023, supported by League Appliances, physiotherapy partner Ruby Hall Clinic, and ambulance partner Mr. Sagar Dholi Patil and Dholi Patil Education Society. From the Pune Club Cricket Ground, on behalf of the President, Mr. Sunil Handa, Vice President and Cricket Chairman, Mr. Gaurav Gadok, our Cricket Committee of Amit Ramnani, Rishi Chainani, Tushar Aswani, and Tournament Director Sanjay Ladkat. This is your host and commentator, Rahul Chirsagar, wishing all of viewers God bless. Bye-bye. Good night. See you tomorrow at 5 for the grand final. Bye-bye.